Well, this might be the first podcast, though, where you could go out during the podcast while Sam and I talk and go get more food.
Indeed. Well, there are a couple items you've gotten
You should
that
really
I
save
haven't.
this for the
Maybe I should
podcast.
see if
Faturday Omaha.
eat this.
We are professionals, but no, we don't have food runners, unfortunately. So this will also be
It's
the
above
first.
our pay grade.
Alas, as much as
You
we
know,
enjoy delis, there's only so much delegation we
We
can
have
do.
the first Faturday Omaha volunteer food runner raising his hand in the audience. This is the best
But
because
the problem is he has to use his tickets.
oh, dang it.
I mean,
Well,
I mean, we've got a few extra.
that's the
tickets
price of
running
stardom,
around.
baby.
I mean, on the bright side, though, this will be like nobody tapes shows in front of a live studio audience anymore.
Oh, wow.
Look at us.
Did you put a laugh track on there?
Live
What's that?
tape is-
No, but I can explode things,
See now,
so that's cool.
somebody's let off a pepper bomb again in here. I just realized I may have to hand our potentially dedicated food runner some tickets here.
Yeah?
Because I think that the creation of Churro Runner may be the best 80s movie of all time, despite that we're a few years out of that decade.
I would watch Churro Runner every day if I could. I mean,
Is it
why
going to be
wouldn't
anything
you?
like Takeshi's Castle?
It-
Will there be burritos coming down the hill to knock people over?
It's the kind of knockoff sequel to Running Man. It's called Churro Runner. It's
Okay.
pretty good.
Some sombreros and serapes?
Maybe. That
With
could
with
be.
banditos behind them going,
Yes. Well, we actually had mariachis behind us a little bit earlier.
did?
Yes, it's true. So, we may get that. We also have somebody doing a Twisted Sister cover
That's interesting.
behind us right now.
Well, it's 2:59.
It is. That means it's 1 minute till live Faturday Omaha podcasting. Is that what that means?
That's what that means.
I think that's
Means right
exactly
now
You
what
wanna
it
hit the
means.
pre-roll?
Saturday Omaha podcast.
Oh, don't you
it's
think
really
I already
about
hit
to
the
get
pre-roll?
live.
I already hit the pre-roll because we've been saying funny stuff.
Oh, okay. Good
Yeah,
job.
that's pretty good. So we'll see how well our windscreens work today because it's windy behind
I
us.
don't have any in my ears.
Really?
So we're good.
Oh, that's really good. Well, as long as the laptop doesn't blow over and we end up somewhere we shouldn't, we should be fine.
I think at this point, the table being tethered to our awning, I think
Yeah.
we're all just going to go at once. It'll be a wild ride.
All right. Well, speaking of wild rides, ladies and gentlemen,
Welcome to Taste of Omaha.
yeah. So
Faturday Omaha.
welcome to Faturday Omaha, everybody. We are live at the Taste of Omaha. So,
Hello, beautiful people out there.
Hello, beautiful people. There's lots of beautiful people walking around, seeing cool stuff and getting cool things to eat. And so we are Sam, Dave, and TJ of Faturday Omaha.
Did you become a collective all of a sudden?
I did, but we could introduce
I
ourselves.
am the Sam.
When-
I am the TJ. I am the Dave.
Well, we should probably tell people because we always talk about the ambiance, right?
Yeah.
Well, where are we?
We're outside.
We are outside in the riverfront park area, Lewis and Clark Landing area here at Taste of Omaha, which is quite nice.
There's a Ferris wheel.
There's a Ferris wheel. We can see the First National Building in the distance, but we are surrounded by the tents and booths and food trucks of many different vendors
And
and
feet and
types of
cement
stuff. Yes.
Sunshine and wind.
Oh, it's sun shining.
riverfront?
There was a quick run this morning to get a canopy to shield us from the hideous light of the day star that was shining down on
hate
us
the
today.
day star.
I mean,
It
was
creates the hot.
It does create the hot. We were in the hot for a while, but we are now in the cool. And we do have some icy, tasty water helping us out here.
Thanks,
as well.
awning.
Yes. So
You're the best.
What's great is not only do we have a bunch of live people walking around us, but we even have live audience members.
Live studio audience watching
Yes,
this.
and
This is
and
wild.
I would say, would you say 2 rows deep of audience?
Yeah,
I
well, I,
think
mean,
that- I think
if
that's
they were
fair
to
to
if
say.
they were
Yeah.
to stack, it would be 3 rows deep. I want to go optimistic here.
Okay,
three,
they're
three rows deep. I mean, they're just lining up here
They're lining
at
up
the
in
Faturday
streets.
podcast
This
booth.
is crazy.
Yes, and
I've never seen anything like this. At least not for our podcast.
no,
this is a first.
It
Can I
is.
superstar?
Yeah. Oh, you can superstar. Can I
I'm
superstar with you?
Please.
Hold on.
Superstar.
First of all, Sam, when do you
Superstar.
not superstar?
You're right.
Oh, it's
You're
true.
right.
So behind us is the very full Missouri River
Yeah.
running past us, but all sorts of food trucks and etc. So that's where we are, and it's a great day outside. And just to tell you what else is going on, so we are on a nice table out here
On a dais?
on a dais.
On a dais.
But-
On a dais.
Yes,
On the desk.
On a dais. On a dais.
on the dais.
On the dais. On the dais.
oh, on
on
the
the
dais. So on my left is yes,
A table?
no, slightly closer to me, wearing sunglasses.
Me.
You and
I'm
who-
Sam.
You are, and
Sorry.
who's on my right?
That was a trick question.
Is it me?
It is.
It's TJ.
It is
on
TJ.
the right.
And I am in the center. This is Dave here. So,
You sound in the center.
do I?
Yeah.
That's good. That's because this is a center-only microphone. Is that even a thing?
Yeah, it will be now.
No, it will be now. Okay. So, gentlemen.
Yeah.
So to tell the world out here, what do we do? So we go around to local Omaha restaurants.
Kind of what we did is I want to take this back. We kind of were like savage cavemen. We prowled the grounds with our clubs.
We did.
AKA yellow tickets.
Yes, yes.
And we went to each cave and said, "Hey, fellow cave dweller, what meats are you roasting back in your cavern?"
Yes. What vegetables have you hewn from the earth?
Yeah, well, I was like hoping for some mammoth or saber-toothed tiger or something.
There is a meat place down there that might have mammoth.
When I eat saber-toothed tiger, I like mine. Please don't hit me. I like mine rare.
Oh.
Yeah. That just happened. Deal
That's
with
fine.
it.
This is fine.
This is fine. So we first obtained tickets using currency. Yes?
Yeah.
And then we went to the different caves because there are probably, what do you think, 40, 50? I don't know. There's a ton of places out here
At
to
least
go.
40 to 50.
Yes.
Let's be generous. Let's say 70.
I like it. There's a ton of places to go, and the Taste of Omaha is going on Friday, today, Saturday, and then
Friday is not
Sunday
today.
tomorrow. No, that was to illustrate that today is Saturday.
It has gone on Friday from a non-temporal standpoint. Like if we were looking at the whole of time, it is going on Friday, Saturday. And
That's
Sunday.
very meta of
Correct.
you. Yes.
I appreciate that.
Yes.
In
So
case anybody else there was worried about time
that's true.
and traveling through it.
So typically on Saturday, or as we like to call it, Faturday, we usually go out for a really awesome lunch, or try to find a local place to eat that's really tasty, or sometimes we venture forth and go out other places. But in this case, we went to the Taste of Omaha and kind of let the food come to us, sort of. We are in the foods today.
We are knee deep in the food.
Knee deep in the foods. There's plenty of choices, and what I really liked about today is we got to try some places that I've wanted to try that we haven't got to yet.
Exactly. How cool is that? Like I've been wanting to eat at Pinoy for at least 2-3 months.
Oh no, Pudgy, yes.
Oh no, Pinoy. Excuse me, not
Yes,
Pinoy.
yes. So
I'm getting my Hawaiian mixed up.
yes, there's not a lot of Hawaiian choices around Omaha, but we found one, and they were here at Taste of Omaha.
Yes.
So I don't know. Do you think we've set the stage, as it were, enough?
No, I suppose. I mean, there's a good layout of the land in my head. I can see it in Radio Land.
Do you think everybody can visualize where we are and what we're
TJ,
doing?
can you visualize what we're doing?
I'm trying.
I know you're blind.
There's tents. There's booths. There's some trucks. I think I can put it together if I concentrate. Yes,
There it
I
is.
can practically see it now.
You
Yes.
can see it now. This is good. Wait, is that because you can see it now?
Possibly.
Okay,
I mean,
all right, sounds
we've
good.
got a little bit of sunblock, happening in this right
Oh.
now. But I think without depth perception, though, it's a little hazy. But I can see it now.
Your depth perception is gone. Did the Thai coffee help at all with that? So that's
Thai
awesome.
coffee helps with everything.
That's true. That's true. Well, all right. So we've set the stage. We've said what we're going to do. Should we now talk about some food now that the wind has picked up quite a bit?
Yeah, we're going to have to get into this a little bit differently, though. We can't
Yes.
really give things a Frampton rating here because we're not, like, getting the dine-in experience.
Correct.
Because they're just offering certain selections from their menus in a lot of places.
That's true.
And they are being, cooked, prepared in a more faster setting. Is that a good way to put it?
Yeah, that's a good call. So it is the Taste of Omaha, and kind of the plates that everybody's serving. There are some bigger plates, but most of the time you're going to exchange your tickets, and you're going to get kind of some smaller samplings of things. So it's a great opportunity to see what restaurants offer at a real high level.
American tapas?
Yep, American tapas? I would eat an American tapas.
All right.
That'd be
I
kinda
think we should rate this more in a, like I taste this and I would like to eat here again at a real time or something like that.
I think
Frampton's in Potentia?
Frampton's in Potentia.
Thank
It
you.
is. Yes.
Mark that down.
Yeah, mark that down. So what was the other thing? The Shadow Frampton, the Dark Frampton?
No, I don't think we need to use
don't
the
talk
dark
about the
Frampton
dark
here. We
Frampton.
don't bring that out. No.
No,
I think Frampton's and Potentia would be a binary scale is how we should work on this. Either we want to try it again for a rating later, or
Let's just die. That sounds good. Well, I think that's good. So we've kind of set the stage.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some food.
All right. Well, do you want to go first?
I will go first because I think I was the first one to buy something this morning and eat it.
Yeah, I sent you guys off on a magical quest with your furs and spears.
Yes.
And I said, don't worry, I'll hold down the home cave. I'll make sure no other cavemen come ransacking our goods.
Correct.
And you guys disappeared for like a half hour.
That is correct.
And then he came back with bounty.
We did, and thankfully we made several trips because it was kind of hard to carry all the foods at a certain point. And stacking things on top of, say, ribs.
Yeah, you
is
can't.
a little...
TJ came back with like a 4-stack?
Yeah,
something like that.
Something in that neighborhood.
Yeah, I think I started with the 3-stack because did any cavemen come by when we were gone?
Yeah, I handed out our scroll tablets made of stone that said, "Oh, Faturday Omaha."
I love scrawling. So speaking of scrawling, so we scrawled on the other side of the bridge. So we are currently on the north side of the interstate down towards Lewis and Clark Landing. But if you go to the southerly directions, then you go over the bridge. And after you quest, and there was a troll that asks some questions on the bridge.
This is interesting.
It is, and we almost didn't pass, but thankfully...
Don't you talk bad about Phil ever again.
I'm sorry. Phil was a real nice guy, but those questions that he asked were really hard, okay?
Well, that is true. And
Yes.
I have no idea what the wind velocity of a coconut-laden swallow is.
Yes, or maybe an Ono Panay steamed bun-laden swallow. Yes? No?
No.
Well, I'd like to see one of those at any given time.
I
but,
will give a quick shout out to the electrician that made this possible because we did need some electrical assistance this morning, and he did help us out. So across the bridge we went after we talked to the troll.
over the river and, not really through the woods, but past some trees. So,
Yeah.
so past the woods?
Over the spillway, over the track. What's over there? I don't know. What's under that bridge? Water under the bridge?
Well,
Anyway.
concrete mostly, but it's not as poetic that way.
Oh, no, certainly. All right. So there was a glistening stream with small fairy-like creatures under the
You
bridge.
call the Missouri River a glistening stream?
No, that bridge did not cross the Missouri River. I was talking about the nice covered bridge that was over there.
for which over in Freedom Park.
Yes,
And,
yes, the ConAgra, the landing area. Yes.
Got you.
I will point out, I mean, I know you're going for like metaphorical and poetic in here and whatnot,
Yeah.
but you may be underselling it with fairy-like creatures given the fairy hair booth that's just on the way to the bridge.
Oh, you actually bring up a very good point. You are correct. There were true fairy-like creatures on the way. If you're still here at Taste of Omaha or go tomorrow, you can get a pair of wings and face painting, and you too can become a fairy.
Yeah, I've seen them dancing around here.
It's true. They were over there. So first we ascended the bridge, then we descended the bridge, and after you descend the bridge, then you go into the General Foods location that is on the south side of the bridge there. So TJ and I kind of scoped out the area just to kind of get the lay of the land, see what restaurants are on that side. And after traversing the area once, we traversed it yet a second time, and I stopped at the GQ Barbecue. Was the very first place that I got something. And I think that's the very first place you got something too as well, TJ, yes?
It is. We definitely did variations on a theme. I believe you got the mini rib platter, which is
I did.
a single rib and a side, and
Yes.
I got the rib tip platter, which is roughly the same thing, but with 3 rib tips.
Yes. So I literally got a basket that had one rib and some potato salad.
Can I get a rib?
Just one rib. And I did.
You want one rib? No, I want a rib.
I want and I did. I got a rib and the potato salad. Potato salad was good. I've kind of talked about my potato salad preferences on prior podcasts.
Yes.
How do you like that alliteration right off the cuff? It was tasty.
Wow.
It was good potato salad, and I have to say the rib was good too. They dressed the rib for traveling, so they gave it a nice barbecue sauce swirl.
The
on top,
travel
if you
rib.
will. It is a travel rib, and since it was a single rib, it had a good spot where I could grab the end of said rib, eat the rib without extreme saucing myself. So
I don't know if I agree with that.
Yeah, you think it needed some more sauce?
If you're not getting a mess with barbecue, are you really eating barbecue?
I know, but it's got to be travel barbecue. That's a whole different story.
No such thing as travel barbecue, my friend.
Oh, fair enough, fair enough. So I will tell you this, it was tasty. They said it was a small rib, so I'm glad their truth in advertising was good. It was only like 4 tickets or something like
Sure.
that, and I got a small rib and a side of potato salad. So bang, there we go. It was good.
And did you potato salad? Did you potato salad?
I did potato salad.
And just give me some thoughts about that right quick.
The potato salad was
Potato
cold,
salad?
which is good, and
Okay.
it was a good basic mustard-based potato salad with a the nice general rough chopped potato. And
Are
it was
you happy
tasty.
that it was a mustard base as opposed to the other sauces? or-
Yes, because you know how I feel about
I'm
too
just trying
much
to
mayonnaise.
Top but what rule?
Yeah, the white creamy sauce rule.
That's right, the white and sauce, white creamy sauce rule.
which actually will come up later because there was a sandwich that I punted your
Forfeited,
way.
but you forfeited
yes,
to me.
alas,
Which
alas.
is weird. The very last thing I ordered today, the white creamy sauce rule happened on both things.
I got a lot of bonus free food today because you hate the certain things, and I appreciate that.
I do, and you know what? I got some bonus food, but I like certain things, so that worked out well.
Fair enough.
So that was my barbecued rib combo. And TJ from GQ Barbecue, you got what?
I got roughly the same thing, although I did the rib tips, 3 little guys. I think I might have gotten a 4th mini bonus tip.
Ooh, bonus tip.
I'm not certain if that was. I think a couple of them might be have
take
been a
that
little
wrong
scrawny,
places,
so
I
they were
won't.
kind enough to throw me some extra meaty goodness on there. And then my side was the collard greens, which I just don't find that often around town, so I had some definite interest there.
Well,
Nice.
your color's orange, not green.
Oh, yeah.
Well-
It is, color is orange.
I know that's so it'll pop.
Oh,
okay.
that's good. Okay. Did the collard greens pop, though?
They did, in fact. I would even go for them just a little bit more than the ribs. The ribs were all right.
Okay. The rib tips.
I like the rib tips. Okay. I think your single rib was the better choice of the 2.
A little more
It was
meaty?
Right. It was kind of hard to work my way around the bones and the rib tips. The flavor was pretty good. So a nice, relatively light smoke.
Yeah.
Better than some, not as good as others, kind of middle of the road. The collards, however, it's real easy to make collards into a big mushy mess, and they were soft,
Okay. Yes.
but they had a real nice flavor to them, oniony, a little bit of spice in there.
So it wasn't swamp moss?
Well, I mean, it was swamp moss, but it was
Oh.
good swamp moss. I would have this swamp moss again.
Only the best swamp moss.
Delicious swamp moss.
Excellent.
Straight from Swamp Thing.
Ooh, yes. All right.
Sorry, nerd reference. It's cool.
It's okay. This it's okay.
Well, that's like mid to early 80s, so
But he's
I've
back
got
now.
nothing there.
We
Is
can
he?
get into a whole conversation about it. But
Oh,
he's back now.
goodness.
Oh, there is that. Okay. All right. So, Sam, since we both talked about a thing, would you like to talk about a thing?
So after I waited a half hour, feeling lost and lonely, just contemplating life all by myself,
You were guarding the cave, and it was an important
I
thing
decided
to
to venture off alone into the wilderness.
do. Yes.
And I walked down these stairs behind us.
Those stairs there. Everybody, I'm gonna tip the microphone closer to the stairs so you can see.
There they are.
Can you give us a
See?
full pan of those stairs?
Yeah,
with the
hold on.
microphone
I'm gonna
there, Dave?
pan this
Just
way.
Come along
and then I'm gonna
and
pan that way so you can see the. Okay. Okay. They got a
hey,
good
now,
shot
now
of that.
walk with a little bit. Can I get like a zolly?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Oh,
It's too
okay.
difficult to
No.
pull off.
No. Can't do that right now.
So I went down there, and I walked all the way down there because you were like, "Oh, food's on the other side of the bridge." So I get down there, and I'm like, "There's nothing past here." You
Right.
lied, but you meant up here.
I did.
But that's fine.
I did.
You had the
I went
wrong
down
shot-
there.
You had the wrong side
and
of
I
the Schwartz.
found
You needed
I
the upside.
found my Hawaiians. I
Oh.
found them. We've been I've been wanting to eat at Oyo.
Oh no, Panay.
Oh no, I'll say Oyo Panay.
Oh no,
I
Panay.
can't get there.
Oh no, Panay Kitchen.
Can I just say OP?
Yeah, it's OPK.
It's OPK.
Yeah. The On Point
Kitchen.
Kings.
Nice.
Yeah, On Point Kitchen. Yeah.
OPK. They are dubbed from here out.
Yes, OPK.
So I saw OPK downstairs, and I was like, "Oh my goodness, this is meant to be."
Yes.
I'm so excited to be here now. Like I was kind of like, we're gonna have La Casa. I've had La Casa. Piccolo's is here. I've
Yeah.
had Piccolo's. I've had a lot of these places. But when there's something on my list that I get excited about that I haven't
Yes.
eaten that's here, woo.
On it.
So I saw them down there, and then I kept going, and lo and behold, Churro Truck was there. And been wanting to eat at Churro Truck since I've heard of them. So I stopped at Churro Truck first, and I got 4 tacos. I was thinking I was going to get street tacos, and yes, of course, I was let down. I got street tacos. I hate street tacos, because why?
And you got them anyway?
Well-
Because they're small and you eat them in one bite.
Yeah, pretty much.
I was going to say, in this case, I realize it's not technically a street. It's more of a walkway or a boardwalk or a sidewalk.
It's a riverfront
But,
taco.
I mean, you are indeed. Oh, that. I'm not sure if that sounds good or terrible. I guess we'll find out.
There was no catfish. It's fine. So I got my street tacos from there, and I also got a churro. And then from OPK, I got some Hawaiian things. I don't even know what they're called because they're in Hawaii. And she,
From that new Hawaiian joint.
exactly. She said, well, what do you want? And I'm like, I want stuff I can't normally get. She says, well, we're the only people in Omaha that serve this dish. I said, I'll take that. So I got one of those. And then I also got this delicious bun thing with meat inside. And
I believe listed as the Hawaiian and Filipino bun, and then they had a few options on that.
sure. But I don't know what the name was called.
I think it might have been the pancit, but I'm not sure. Pancit.
Sure, whatever you want to call it. So I got that. But we'll talk about my churro truck adventure first because we've got a kind of
Okay, you're going to start
Pan
there,
this
and
out a little bit.
we'll go to Hawaii later.
Okay, so
Tell us of your slaying of the mighty churro beast.
so let's talk about street tacos and
Yes.
my utter disdain for street tacos. Because it's like I'm eating microwave tiny tacos, those little Olay tacos that you get when you're 17 and you put them in the microwave and you eat them.
Yeah,
That's what I feel about street tacos. I just throw 'em in my mouth, gone.
and they're gone.
Yeah. I feel a little bit better about these ones.
Do you, what?
Just a little bit better.
I'm happy about this. You
I
finally.
think they make a homemade corn tortilla, which
Yeah?
I think would be a rarity because I think every other place I've had they feel like they're store-bought.
Okay. And
This had a little bit of flour to a little crusty to it.
So they took a little care with their tortilla.
So that made me excited.
That's good.
I got pork, I've got a steak, and a chicken. And then I had them double the pork because I get 4 of them. So I got 1 of each and then a double pork because I know what I'm getting into with some pork.
Sure.
All of these were actually really tasty. They took approximately 2 1/4 bite
2 1/4. That's very
to finish.
exact science. Yes.
So I'm not too mad at that.
Good.
I would go again.
You would go again?
I think that's high praise for a street taco.
It is a high praise. And they had fresh pineapple inside some of them, so I was getting a little citrus in there, and it moistened it up. The chicken taco was a little bit dry, so it's kind of a down note. But as a street taco, I'm actually not angry after I ate them.
Did it have any
Guasacaca.
in it?
No, the guasacaca was absent.
There was no
Guasacaca.
in your taco? Okay.
Not at all. Sorry.
Just checking. Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
So we're okay with that. I'm about to get hugged by someone, and we're going live. Thanks, bud. My cheek is actually wet right now. What have you been eating?
That was a live
wet.
hug on
It
Faturday
was.
Omaha. It
He
just
left
happened
a little
right
drool right there.
there. Wow.
But that's okay.
Wow.
Hey, buddy.
Well, so I'll tell you what. Since so, what else? Wait, you got some other stuff from the
And then I
churro
got
truck,
churro.
though. Okay.
And that was definitely the highlight of my adventure over there.
Well, if you went to a place called the Churro Truck,
It better
you
deliver
better
on a
get
churro.
Yeah.
So, like, I've had churros at other places. They come out way too crispy, way too dry,
Sure.
way too underdone, way too much cinnamon on it. This is perfect.
Ooh,
Perfect
the
cinnamon.
Perfect churro.
Perfect cooked.
Yeah.
Not raw on the inside, not dry and crispy on the outside. The churro truck knows what it's doing.
It does.
It does.
I see an audience member from our live audience out here, and I really think she wants to know if this was a Croist churro.
Well, was it moist on the inside?
I will tell you.
You know,
That's question 1.
it qualifies as Christ. It qualifies as Christ because it was crispy yet moist. So, yeah, Christ it is.
it was Croist, containing no,
Guasacaca.
but that's okay.
No, and
Yeah.
you just love pushing that button.
I sure do. It's my Guasacaca button, and I pushed it. You know, what are you going to do?
So I'm overall I'm pretty happy about Churro Truck. I would like to go back there for a burrito and try the other churros.
Okay.
So it gets a thumbs up from me
I like that.
for even street tacos.
That's wow. That's saying
That's a big
something
thumbs up.
because we haven't had good luck with you and street tacos lately. But
Not once.
Well, what's funny is I'm going to actually drive the truck over to La Fogata, which was a place where I also got a taco.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a al pastor taco, which it's super fun. So La Fogata is actually
wait, a pastor gave you a
yes.
taco?
Oh, it was a blessed taco for
Oh, a
sure.
blessed taco.
A blessed taco. So yeah. So these guys are actually they're brick and mortar places located in South Omaha, and
All right.
late at night you can actually see them outside. They have a rotisserie pork cooking device outside. So if you're there late at night, the lights are on and the meat is spinning around, and they can get you a taco. So when we went to La Fogata today, they had their booth set up, and they had their trademark spit rotisserie thing happening there. And I got the al pastor taco.
Are they actually live roasting stuff there?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
Yeah, slicing it off.
Good
just
stuff.
kind of like you.
beautiful pork pile.
Oh yeah.
That is a good thing. That is a thing of beauty.
The cone of pork. So yeah, it was
That's
good.
not a thing of beauty.
Well, in this case, it was because it's sliced and then they put it on some tortillas, and it was super hot. I mean, like it was burning through the bottom of the paper boat that I was
Nuclear?
holding. Oh, nuclear hot for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, and then at the side you could put cilantro on there and onions and sauce. And for a second, there was a bottle of red sauce,
Oh boy.
Oh, no, it wasn't a bottle of red sauce.
and then there was a bottle of green sauce.
Yeah, there was a bottle of green sauce. And
And-
you thought.
It was.
Guasacaca.
But it wasn't. It was a tomatillo sauce, but it was spicy. But that's good because that's actually more standard street taco fares. You get a red sauce and a green sauce. It was super good. After sampling their stuff, I would drop by. I mean, for a taco, that was pretty cool. So TJ, did you get the same thing?
Yeah. I mean, how could I resist the swirling cone of pork?
Oh, true.
There was no way to get around it. So al pastor had to happen, and I did get me
You
a
too
fair
got
amount.
tacos from a pastor.
I did.
The blessed taco.
But how can you not get a blessed taco
El
with
Jefe.
a sprinkling
Yeah,
of
you're right.
holy lime
I
over
get
the
it.
top?
Okay.
Yeah.
So this had to happen, and I do not have a hatred of street tacos. However, I'm kind of in agreement with you on that that almost one bite policy when they're usually 2 and change,
Sure.
3 and change. They're disproportionately valued most of the time. I think I want to say this Al Pastor was, what, 4 tickets, something like that?
Yeah, it was 4 tickets. It was worth every one of those tickets.
I agree entirely. Now, that said, I had, as with my stuff from GQ Barbecue, I had a couple of bites there and waited until I got back. It was not the same after it cooled, but at the stand, hot and fresh, a little bit of lime over the top, and a little bit of tomatillo. While I would have liked it to be...
Guasacaca.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, I would have liked a little bit of that on there. The tomatillo went nicely. I was a little worried about the spiciness level. I think you were hurting a little bit after that first bite.
Oh?
It was a little spicy.
It went pretty nice. It had a good little bit of tanginess to it. The Al Pastor was, honestly, the overall flavor profile is a lot like what I make at home, but I do chili powder from scratch as step 1, so I have no problem with this. Definitely the flavor is there, and if you can sit there and eat it hot and fresh right with them, worth every last
for sure
percentage of ticket.
Oh yeah. Thumbs up on the La Fogata.
La Fogata.
All right. So
Okay.
Sam, you want to go for another one?
All right, so after that, of course, I went to the OPK,
The OPK.
which again is short for
Ono Panay Kitchen.
Ono Panay Kitchen.
Yes.
I'm never going to get that in my head. I'm sorry. I love you guys.
Oh, I got you
but,
covered.
Yeah.
Wait, somebody's walking past, and I really think they would like a $25 gift certificate. No.
Wow.
Oh, my.
She waved her hand. She does.
Like, you might
Okay.
want a $25
Well,
gift
come on
certificate.
over.
Well, come on and have one. She was sad about it.
Yeah. So
like, I'll take it.
So as we are podcasting live here at the Taste of Omaha, we have 2 restaurants that have really helped us out: Ted and Wally's and Pudgy's Pizza. And Pudgy's Pizza is on 168th and Harrison, and they were so kind as to donate a $25 gift card. And so if you take this and take it out there, and you go talk to our guys out there, and Jeff is the owner, and he will get you taken care of with some free Chicago-style pizza, courtesy of Faturday Omaha and Pudgy's Pizza.
Thank you very much.
You are very welcome.
And if you've never had Chicago pizza, do yourself a favor. Oh, you know.
Yeah.
Yes.
We love that place.
It's super good. Awesome. So if you didn't hear on the mic, they said they love Pudgy's Pizza and Chicago style. So awesome. Thank you.
Sweet.
Awesome. You guys too.
Thanks.
All right. So back to Ono Panay Kitchen.
I got I want to almost say it's like a steam bun, kind of, but it's filled with teriyaki meats
Yeah.
of some sort. And she did warn me. She's like, well, this is supposed to be served room temperature, so when you eat it, don't freak out.
That's
I said, okay.
that's a real good heads up.
That's important safety tip, Egon.
Yes, it is.
Because one time I got octopus from Greek Islands.
Greek Islands.
And I ate it. I said, oh, this is cold. And I said, waitress, they didn't cook this. She goes, it's served cold.
It's supposed to be cold, sir.
I was like, okay, important
All right.
safety tip.
Yes.
So I eat this thing. It's very soft, very doughy, very chewy.
Yes.
But yet very meaty and beefy and flavorful.
Yes.
These are all winning components of delicious.
Yes.
I was a big fan of this Hawaiian concoction.
Yes.
She looks like she wants one. They're down there. Take my word for it.
Go
to where?
Ono Panay Kitchen. They're
Ono Panay
delicious.
Kitchen down there.
Yes.
They're delicious. Get yourself one because much like the meat pies from Caribbean Delights.
Ah, yes.
I want to eat these all the time. They were delicious.
I would actually compare slightly the outer bits, not quite in the there.
It's
It's more
not the
layered,
same thing.
but with the cocoa bread, just a little similarity. They're that light color, kind of rich bread.
It gives me the same happy feeling.
Yes,
is what it is.
yes.
It's not that it's the same thing, but it's comparable in feelings right in my heart.
Hey,
so
hey.
I would have to agree that this chewy deliciousness, I need to have it more often in my life.
Yeah.
Wholeheartedly.
And then I got this other dish that
else
we'll
did
talk about real quick.
Okay.
I said, lady, I want something that I can't get everywhere else in Omaha. She said, stop, I got you. She pointed to
Got
this
you, fam.
dish, and I don't know quite what it was called because it was in Hawaiian, but fine. So be it. I said, I'll take one of those. And by looking at the picture, I've got some type of cabbage leaf.
Yes.
Some type of delicious beef.
Yes.
And a whole bunch of soft rice. Okay, so I eat these things, and I'm like, well, this can't be bad in any way, shape, or form unless it's just bad.
Right.
So I got this delicious, leafy,
Tasty goodness
starchy thing, and
Yes.
the flavor town on that
Yeah.
was delicious.
Was delicious.
The beef kind of tasted like brisket,
Oh.
so I was kind of real happy about that. And then I'm gonna think it's cabbage. I'm not quite sure.
Okay.
Had a kind of cabbagey taste.
Yeah.
And then light, fluffy rice, all with that together was just the Hawaiian flavor. Big fan.
See, you're
The hip hop
talking me into a
community
use.
that is coming by right here. Just shout out to our local hip hoppers that are walking past.
Strawstone's here.
There's
Travis Finch is here.
There's some there's some based people possibly going to eat some meats that were also based. Yeah, so all good. see what I did there?
Influentials here.
Yeah. So.
They're all staring at us right there.
Oh man. All right. So carry on, my friend. So how was this thing?
I want to go back to OPK very badly. I did get some news because I told them about us, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we've heard of you." And like, "Yeah, we only eat on Saturdays." She goes, "Well, I got good news for you.
Oh,
We're
boy.
opening up in 3 weeks on Saturdays."
Well, that's
So I
nice.
said, "Guess what? We'll be coming back to."
That's a beautiful thing. So we too can get a fatter day at the OPK.
Yeah, for real.
I like
so I'm
it.
pretty excited about going back there to test out their whole menu. Nothing but good things on both plates. I'm excited to eat there.
That's super fun. Well, I'm going to kind of piggyback on that because I also had the pancit, I think it is called, the same bun, whatever that is, and it is like a steamed pork bun, and it had the filling in it, like you said, was tasty shredded meat, and had it.
Teriyaki.
Oh yeah, had a good sweet sauce kind of taste to it, and I really liked it. And the room temperature thing was fine. The bun was nice and chewy. I thought it was real good.
Did you get the same feelings like after you ate a meat pie from Caribbean Delight or no?
Caribbean Delights, maybe. I mean, it's.
Didn't fill you with happiness?
Oh, it did fill me with happiness. It was just different happiness because it was a softer
well,
bun.
yeah, but
and
it filled you with happiness.
yes. Oh, yeah, for sure. In fact,
Like if you could drive through after work, like right by your house, and go
Oh.
pick one up, would you do it?
absolutely.
Well, then that's the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, Ono Panay knocked it out of the park with this one. I really enjoyed it, and it was probably one of my favorite things that I had today. Partly because I've been wanting to go to OPK for quite a long time. So
Oh,
that's-
no.
Yes, the
Panay.
Ono Panay kitchen. The other thing I had from there was a lumpia, but not a regular lumpia.
See, I skipped that. She offered me if I wanted lumpia. I said, nah, I've had lumpia before.
You have, but have you had banana
Banana?
lumpia?
No, I have not.
Oh, I had banana.
I kind of messed up.
I had banana lumpia, so it almost, so for those that haven't had a lumpia, it's a smaller egg roll like thing, but in this case, it was a little bit bigger, probably to accommodate the entire banana.
So there's a whole banana in there?
It was
Had to
a
be close.
lot of banana
Wow.
in there. So
That's interesting.
Yeah, so the banana lumpia from OPK it's a fried, egg roll type wrapper, but then inside is this like banana filling, which kind of had a nice bright banana flavor, and they put your choice of caramel or chocolate sauce on top, and that was kind of a tasty concoction and a little bit different. It was kind of good, so I liked it.
Was it a dessert item?
Yes.
Okay.
Very much so. So
Didn't know if it was kind of like more like a plantain type thing.
no, definitely a sweet thing.
Sweet.
And our audience member that walked by a little bit ago really wanted us to say croist. This was croist. It was definitely crispy on the outside, very moist in the middle with the banana. So it was all good.
A bright banana flavor, you say?
Yeah,
Not a dark banana?
Oh, I think you're itching for a fight right here.
Well, I think there was some
do.
type of citrus in there. In addition, I think there's something else other than banana hiding in there.
I don't know if there was something else in there. What I noticed with mine was, I would say, a dark banana flavor.
Ooh, super
Interesting.
sweet. Oh, so like a ripe banana.
A very ripe, like a lot of people will do that where, the banana's green, then it turns yellow, and then you throw it out because
it's-
people
it's
are
a banana
wrong.
that's about to
because
die?
people are wrong about how they eat their bananas. The burger. Anyway, in reference to our Spencer's episode. But this was very ripe. This was, for those of you who make banana bread right, this was a banana bread level of ripe to the point where it
Interesting.
starts to develop these real dark, complex, and slightly tangy flavors. And it was definitely the fruitiness of
Yes.
a banana
Yes.
came through. Not just that artificial banana flavor. You kind of associate a certain part of the banana flavor with like banana runts or that kind of thing.
Yeah,
Did
tasted
Tarzan
nothing.
come through?
The what?
Tarzan. Did Tarzan come through? George of the Jungle, perhaps.
Oh my goodness!
George of the Jungle.
Watch out for that tree. So continue.
I'm just trying to get the
once
flavor
again-
profile as banana.
Once again,
That's cool.
on Faturday Omaha sings. Please stop.
Get closer to the microphone so we can hear you.
Yes. Sorry about that. So it was a very deep flavor, a very complex one, and I agree that there was something a little bit more multi-level about it. But I think that's just the banana with a tiny, barest hint of cinnamon to it.
Interesting.
Surrounded by a thin, that was almost a spring roll wrapper. That real thin,
Yeah.
crisp fried wrapper. And normally, if it's a banana thing, I would expect it to be highly sweet and then they put the chocolate syrup or the caramel syrup on there. I was kind of off-put by that, but, eat it as served. And actually, after having it, I don't think they did much in the way of altering the banana itself. They kind of let it get ripe and tasty and
Isn't that a game
sweet
on
for
Sega,
itself.
Altered Banana?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Goodness.
Rise from your peel.
Yes, yes. So it was complex enough on its own, but it wasn't oversweet. So once they put that chocolate syrup on there, it was not gilding the lily. It added. It did not overpower. It was not unnecessary. It was a nice addition. So as a whole, it's very well done, which is a lot of people make that mistake with dessert items. So I am, between that and I had the same bun you did, Sam. The only note I would add is
a C flat.
Well, that too. Well, any note I add will be flat. But
fair enough.
That's neither here nor there. But I would say it's very complex for a teriyaki meat stuff. Like the savory and the sweet all came through. But the weirdest thing, the word in my head when I got to that teriyaki point,
was blathering blatherskite?
Well, that
No.
Once again with everything.
Okay.
But the odd word that popped up in my head for this one was refreshing.
Ooh.
It was refreshing pork. And I don't know how that one works exactly, but it's in my notes.
Is it
and it
pork
was one of
that's
the things in my
showered?
head. It certainly
Is
is.
it
It's
showered pork?
a very clean tasting pork and showered with delicious teriyaki, garlicky,
Goodness.
oniony goodness.
Excellent.
And the again, I'm going to reference Caribbean Delights on the bread.
Okay.
But again, more the cocoa bread. Very light, not very brown, rich, and very unlike the cocoa bread, a very kind of layered thing, almost like a croissant type.
It's a
thing
hybrid.
happening.
It is.
It's a very hybrid. I would put it in my top 10.
Hey, I like it.
Oh.
Hybrid. I get it. The hybrid. Dad jokes all day here
goodness.
at Taste of Omaha.
I will
Goodness
agree with
gracious.
you on the happiness factor, and I
Yeah.
definitely want to give the rest of their menu a spin at the nearest opportunity.
I would like to take 6 of these buns home for later.
Well, speaking of taking things
Speaking
for a
of buns?
spin,
Yes.
I think we took some other things for a spin today, didn't we, gentlemen?
We did.
So across the bridge, also, I obtained some food from the Rice Noodle Thai restaurant.
Yes.
And the Rice Noodle Thai restaurant, I obtained some Thai iced coffee, which was awesome because I hadn't had any coffee today. So boost for having an iced cold tasty coffee. And then, come here, young man. Would you like a hat or a shirt? I have Faturday Omaha. I got a hat, and then I've got it might be kind of big, but I got a large and an extra large shirt. Would you like a hat or a shirt? Up to you. It is this hat right here with our famous burger logo on it.
We produced a sun-repelling
This
hat.
I only got one color in these guys. You'll take it? All right. Free hat from Faturday Omaha. Enjoy the rest of your stay at Taste of Omaha, young man. You guys have a great day. Enjoy your food out there. So back to the rice noodle Thai.
Rice noodle Thai.
right back to the
It was-
coffee.
Yeah, the coffee was great, and then I also got some chicken satay skewers, which are really good, and they had like a peanut sauce on them, and I got 2 of them. So I did
Is that a sweet profile on that peanut sauce, or
It
was it more
was.
of a just peanut?
No, it was a sweet profile on the peanut sauce.
I like it.
The chicken was
I would
super
go
tasty.
As far as maybe trending towards
Sure.
sweet. It was
Oh,
definitely
yeah.
a savory thing. It wasn't
Yes.
heavily sweet.
If you like something you might expect on a pad thai or something
Right,
along
right.
those
Okay.
lines. Yes, and it actually had chopped peanuts on it, and I enjoyed it. And not only that, but I did a strategic skewer swap with TJ because you had beef skewers, yes?
Indeed. Well, I was actually a pork skewer, I do believe.
Oh, hello.
I forget the exact type of coating. It might have just been listed as a Thai pork skewer, which came with a little bit of sticky rice. And I appreciate the street food preparation of they put it in a little bit of plastic wrap to keep it warm and glutinous
Yes.
and delicious.
Yes.
So it did make it all the way back here to the Faturday Omaha booth.
Yes, the cave.
I will say, I think you got the better end of this deal. I
Oh?
liked the pork. I think this format may not be doing it justice, or at least I should have eaten it much nearer their particular food cave, as there were options to do that.
Did it get powers from the food cave more so than being apart from the food cave?
I believe so. I mean, as with
Its
many
power
ancient,
dwindled as it came away
as
from
with
home?
many ancient cultures, it is best when shared around a fire.
Yes.
The heart of any ancient civilization.
Oh, yeah,
and I
yeah,
believe
sure.
this beast
Sharing
was
a
no
carcass
different.
over an open flame, I get it.
Always.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes every once in a while you got to throw a couple logs on that fire, and that's what we do. And then we roast meats. on the fire. It's good. So how were those roasted meats that were cooked on a fire?
Well, I wish, for the sake of our fans that have showed up today, I do wish I could tell you it was croissed. Alas, not quite the crispiness on the outside, but definitely a nice, warm, open spice profile.
Yeah, like cooked over a flame.
Right,
Yeah.
quite so. Well, the spices themselves.
What's open spice? I've never had that. Is that a Spice Girl?
Yeah. Well, as opposed to strong and overpowering with like a lot of cumin, it wasn't a super blended thing. It was a little light, maybe just a hint of acid of some type in there in the marinade, maybe some sort of citrus juice of some type, but I couldn't pick out exactly what said same thing was. It just kind of gave it a little interest. That said, that satay though.
Yeah, chicken satay
That was mighty
delish.
fine. That was complex. Definitely some acid in there. Again, couldn't tell you what type of citrus, but I would guess a type of citrus in there. Layers to that flavor between the sweet, the savory, the acid, plus that little bit of chopped peanuts on top. And I think, well, I wouldn't normally go for a yellow food stuff. I think that sort of curried-looking
curry,
appearance with the sauce below, the sauce on top, and that little bit of chopped peanut. It was a very nice looking as well as a very nice tasting skewer. And again, I like Thai food regardless. I like satay regardless. But this was, as we have said many times on Faturday Omaha, a good example of itself.
Sure.
And I would be curious to try rice noodle Thai again. And I will second the props to them on having not only coffee, but good, inexpensive, multifaceted coffee.
Oh, that was value coffee right there. That was good
was
stuff.
mighty fine.
Yes. All right, Samuel. What else you got, bro?
Where else did I go? Let me consult thy tome,
Yes.
where I wrote thy scrawlings down. So after that, and then I started taking a tour to the Northlands,
The Northlands. Yes, so past our cave to the
where
Northlands.
the woolly
Summer is
mammoths
coming.
dwell, and the halflings.
And the Ferris wheel.
In the Ferris wheel.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I walked around there for a minute, and I captured a little video. I took my 360 camera, and
Yes.
I walked from that end to that end, got the entire thing in 360. That's pretty cool. So then I saw, lo and behold, and I've been wondering about this since I've been to the magical land of Chicago.
Yes.
Does Omaha have any Chicago beef places?
Ooh, Italian beef, yeah.
And lo and behold, we do. We have one of them. And what's the name of the place again? You've got the site.
Yes, this is Moresco's Italian Market. So Moresco's Italian Market is actually over off of Center Street, Rockbrook Plaza.
Yeah, she said 108th and Center, so that's pretty
Yes.
exciting.
Yeah.
So I went over there. I said, you know what? You won. After all the places that I walked by, you're the one who gave me the most interest because I have been to Chicago a lot lately, and I've had a lot of my share of Italian beefs.
Yes.
I need to know if you're in the ballpark.
If Omaha can deliver on Chicago-style food.
Can I get that taste of Chicago here in Omaha?
And at the Taste of Omaha.
And at the Taste of Hey,
My
I
goodness.
like that.
You see
That's
what we did there? Just tied that all
full circle.
in. Like your 360 cam. Ba-bam.
Oh, bye. No?
No.
Okay.
Oh, dude, is that an audience member we know?
I don't know.
I don't know. Well, hello, audience. Wait, does anybody over there need a T-shirt? Because it's about giveaway time. I've got one large and one extra large T-shirt to give away. I can give away one of them. Who wants a T-shirt? You want a T-shirt?
Nothing.
Just tell me if you want the large or the extra large. It's your choice. Extra large? Oh, hey, I'm not assuming nothing.
We don't assume things here.
Dave is delving into the treasure trove.
There
of
we go.
Saturday
We are
Omaha
handing out
giveaways.
one fantastic Faturday Omaha awesome burger shirt. Please enjoy your shirt and enjoy the taste of Omaha. So, we'll give another. I got one left, but we're going to do that in about 15 minutes or so. I've been trying to do something about every 15 minutes is our goal here. So, but I heard you had Italian beef.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I went there. I said, "Excuse me, lady. I've been to Chicago a lot. I've had Portillo's. I've had Fratello's.
Yes.
I've had Italian beefs in the motherland. How do you think you fare?" She's like, "You'll be back." I said, "Okay. Interesting claim." So I got my Italian beef. I came back over here, sat down. First of all, I think the thing was only 8 tickets.
And that was a
and
big
it was like that
sandwich.
big. It was
Yeah.
huge. I was like, wow, that's value.
You got like half a baguette of bread with some beefs on it.
And you know what? It's okay.
It's
I'm not going to say it's as good as what I've had in the motherland.
Sure.
But it's in the neighborhood.
So you're saying that while it's not the same as getting one in Chicago, for a good sandwich in Omaha, it was a good tasty sandwich?
It was fair.
It was fair.
I you know what? If someone were to be like, "Hey, do you want to go to
You want to go to Moresco's Italian Market?
Okay.
You'd go there and
let's
you get a
go.
sandwich? Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair enough.
But did it remind me of the magical lands of Fox Lake, of Volo, of all the places that about the Crystal Lake?
Wasn't quite there for you?
Wasn't quite
Okay,
there.
okay, that's
but
fair.
it was still fair. I would eat it again.
Nice.
But not on that echelon.
Would you?
You know what I mean?
I will say, judging by the size of that sandwich, was that one of the better values today at the Taste
Today,
of Omaha?
yes. I think that was the
that's
best
winner
value.
for
Best value.
same here as well.
Yeah, you had one too, TJ, right?
Yeah, and that's where I'm going to ask, because you see, I have had Italian beef around here only one other place, and it was a fellow named Ray, and I believe he did mostly catering, and he lived in Chicago originally and was trying to bring it in here because almost nobody has one.
True.
And so there is a breakdown to be had, and Sam, I wish to quiz you because you have not only had but had recently Italian beef in, as you say, the motherland. So
Yeah.
the components that he was always having trouble with, I believe Gardinera is how you say it, the hot relish that
Yeah.
comes with it.
There you go.
Okay. The beef itself, of course.
Yes.
And the bun to carry it all off, which was always his big sticking point. He said he could never find one around here that would really do it justice. And then, of
Stand
course,
up.
the balance of those three things.
Yes.
So where, Sam, would you say are your sticking points? Let's start with the bread. Was it what you would expect?
No, the bread was, I don't even know how to explain it. It was,
This was a little bit chewier, I
it's all
suspect, than it
kind
should
of
have
in
been.
the neighborhood. Take what you got, and like every aspect should have been just a little bit more.
Did it need to be wetter? Do they dip
It
them
was,
sandwiches?
you know what? It was actually a little dry. Beefs
Yeah.
in Chicago
They're
are a little
wet.
moist. You can get them wet where they dunk
'em.
them.
Yeah.
But just even a regular beef, it's not that dry.
Yeah, no, that's what because I looked at the sandwich. I'm like, I think a little bit of that jus would have been
Yes.
quite nice in there.
And
So,
the
yeah.
funny thing was, like, I got my wrapper off, and I had like 2 dribbles of juice.
Oh, see, it
So
need
just 2 little dribbles. If that was been like, if I got that from Fratello's, I would have had a nice film
puddle.
of wet.
Yeah.
An entire
film of wet. Ew.
wrapping that was just been like, okay, I have to carefully discard this piece of paper.
Which is, see, now that you say that, because they put it on a relatively chewy, I don't know if there's maybe some egg in it or something, but, like a high protein, high chew type of bun, I
Listen,
think it
man.
would have stood up.
I just
to
eat
some,
food. All right?
Well, the people need to know,
know,
Sam.
I know. I don't-
And by the people, I mean me, because I want to know what I need to get change on this sandwich to have me a good one in Omaha.
Well, here's the thing. I've only been to Chicago, we'll say 4 or 5 times. Out of those 4 or 5 times, I've had a beef 3 times. So I'm not like an expert by any means. I just know it doesn't hit
you
the
know
mark like it's supposed to.
Gotcha. Not quite to Chicago, but we are not quite to Chicago.
Exactly.
So if you need one around Omaha, that sounds like a possible place.
I was going to say,
I
yeah,
would give
all
it a
of this
whirl.
said-
Yeah. Well, and when I was there, I went there and I actually had the gelato. She said that she was actually trying out having gelato. Oh my goodness! Audience members are showing up with
just giving us
food
free-
live on the podcast. Oh my goodness! Well, here, so what? Bacon? You
Oh,
brought us
you can
bacon
never be mad
live?
about
They brought us
my
bacon
God.
live.
Oh my gosh! Where did this come from? Just from the meat? Oh, I see. Hold on, we're gonna eat bacon live. Hold on, I'm gonna.
Dave, can you place
that-
a little bit of that?
yeah.
in-
Is that a little bit of
Oh, yeah.
maple on there? Oh, man. Live on the podcast.
It does have pepper, but not enough to kind of make it. But it does have a little spice to it. That's good. Oh man!
Like a good.
Look at this.
Oh my goodness! How many tickets?
Might have to grab us
One
some.
ticket for bacon? Oh my gosh! 1 ticket for bacon. Well, here
Nice.
I'll tell you what. In exchange for your bacon, I have one Faturday prize left to give, so I'm going to give it to you. So this is the only shirt that I have left. But since you've been so awesome and brought us bacon, here's a Faturday Omaha shirt. So find somebody or yourselves that would like to sport the burger, and then we're good to go. Well, thanks for bringing us bacon.
Yeah, I mean,
Awesome.
a bacon treat is awesome.
I mean, that's beautiful. All right, thank you. It's awesome.
Take care.
Take care. So with I tried the gelato. She was actually kind of trying to see if she wanted to carry gelato in the store there. I do like some gelato. This is just I got a
Gents,
vanilla bean because I
would you
wanted
like some
something
bacon?
fresh. Oh, live bacon.
I will share
sampling.
bacon.
There's more bacon here if you need more bacon. Yes. Now
Granite
handing
City
out bacon
too, that
prizes.
we're
in
baconing.
the-
Bacon prizes at Faturday Omaha.
Our Faturday Omaha cave now has bacon. That's pretty nice. And there's enough that I can snack on this periodically throughout the remainder of this podcast. So the gelato, she asked me how it was because she was wondering if she should carry it or not. I thought it had a good vanilla taste. It was a little icy on the edges, like maybe the freezer got. I don't know because it's probably hard to have things out here too.
Sure.
So I just kind of commented on that. But shout out there, and also having been in that place at least once. They sell Italian goods in there, so like if you want Italian imported sauces and pastas and things, they have that for you too. So
From the motherland.
yeah, exactly. That's kind of fun. So,
Hey, paisan!
hey,
And I'm going to say, working blind, not having anything to compare to, I do agree that I could use a little more jus in there.
right,
And
I don't
maybe-
need orange bacon though.
Maybe just a little bit more of that relish.
Yeah.
But it was a good sandwich.
No,
I
as a
enjoyed it
sandwich.
thoroughly. It was a good, again,
As a
not,
sandwich, it
not
wasn't bad.
knowing what I'm missing.
Exactly.
Not knowing what I'm missing. It was delicious.
There you
That's
go.
that's my point. Like as a sandwich, it's fine, but comparing it to an Italian beef in Chicago,
From
it's a different
Chicago,
story.
and you've been going to like storied places in Chicago.
Yes,
this isn't
legendary.
like Bob's Beef in Chicago.
Yeah,
this
this
is like legendary place.
is Portillo's,
That's
but
that's
it up.
competition level. So speaking of sandwiches,
Yeah.
I got a sandwich too.
Well, is TJ done about his beef first?
Oh, I don't know. Are you done about your beef?
I think I got in enough.
Do you have beef with
enough
your
of
beef?
What we needed to get in.
Beef 52s?
Tasty, chewy, bread stuff.
Yeah.
Moist beef. Just could have used a little bit more jus and a little bit more relish on that there bun, and I think we would have had a winner so far as I am concerned. It was still darn good, though, and easily the best value of the things I've gotten.
Nice.
Okay.
I like it. This bacon that those people brought us was kind of cool too. So I kind of got that. So I also got a sandwich. I went to the Ethnic Sandwich Shop, which has kind of been an Omaha mainstay for quite a while.
Quite a long time.
Yes, and I have not been there. I will tell you that they used to be either owned or affiliated with Orsi's, the family there. The current owners, I believe, bought it from the Orsi's. And in this case, I got myself a 2 meatball sub from the Ethnic Sandwich Shop, and it was good meatball sub. They 2 big size meatballs, little roll bread there, and they Parmesan the heck out of that thing. In fact,
that a bad
they
thing?
did.
No,
I don't think so.
It is not a bad thing. However, when the wind picked up, it snowed Parmesan
Right
in
into
the
my
Faturday
face.
Cave. Yes.
Well,
So
and I'm going to say there's a thing with like Parmesan or Romano, some of those hard Italian cheeses where here's the thing.
yes.
If it's really good, it also smells a little bit like feet.
Yeah, it does.
Well, I mean,
And
cheese, that's
there
good
was
stuff.
there was a definite air of feet coming from this. They covered that thing in Parmesan, and it was a particularly fragrant one. So it was a little. It kind of offset some of the food I was having at the time. However, that said, I bet it tasted good.
Yeah, I mean that was a good value too. I think it was 4 tickets for that sandwich, and it was good, man. I enjoyed that one. So I went ahead and I
so
did.
you go back?
Yeah, I would definitely. I'd like to see what their other stuff is like. And I did kind of make a strategic decision. I really just kind of ate the meatballs and the sauce because I was trying to pace myself because we had a lot of places to go.
Yeah.
So I ate the good ones and got the sauce and all that kind of stuff on there.
What kind of
So,
sauces is it? More of a tangy tomato sauce or more of a sweet side?
I would go for more tangy if I remember correctly on this one.
Okay.
I thought it was pretty good and just a good meatball sub. I'd do that again for sure. So. Cool. All right, TJ, where else did you go, sir?
Let's see. I know for sure I have one left on my list. So
Okay.
rather than floating through the whole thing, we will start with this one. I went to Big Mama's. Did anybody else make that run, or am I the only?
I did go to Big Mama's, which caused a we're going to call it it's a new football play called the Sandwich Shuffle.
The faux pas?
Yeah, but that was my faux pas, not theirs. But yes, I did go there.
All right. Well, we'll go over this new play in a moment. As it is, I had the smoked fried chicken.
Oh.
One piece of that.
Sounds good.
Collard greens, yet again. I kind of wanted more. I
Again,
wanted
your
to
collar is
compare.
orange, not green. Oh, wait, you ate collard green. Sorry.
Well, yeah. I am trying to get a little bit more fiber in my diet, but not quite as much as my collar would provide.
Okay.
So, yeah. The green collar, the collard greens, and there were a couple little pieces of cornbread to go with that. I have wanted to know for quite some time what Big Mama's is like. It is on our list of places to potentially review.
Yes, it is. It's in
It
the
is in
tome.
the tome.
That is
Yeah,
correct.
It has been discussed. And I have been curious about their food for a while, and I am still curious about their food.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, okay.
It was small enough portions that I am not certain as to exactly what happened once I was through eating it. The 2 pieces of cornbread were small enough I didn't quite get a feel for it. I think they could have been a touch more moist. They were, however, sitting on top of the greens, so they got a little bit more moist on the bottom than I would have liked. So I don't really know what that cornbread would have been if I had like a big slice of it.
Sure.
The same goes for the chicken. I got half a wing for, I'm going to say 3 tickets, something like that. It's not too bad.
It was like a smoked wing, right?
Right. It was just to give you an idea of it, and it was smoked fried chicken. And what I got of the outside was pretty darn good. I think the smoke to meat ratio was a little bit odd, but I think that's because it was a wing piece, because they're handing out, fair-sized portions rather than a drumstick, a breast, and a thigh or something.
Right.
So I really do want to know what it would be like to have a drumstick and a breast and a thigh of this smoked fried chicken.
So you're saying we need to go there sometime?
Yeah, it promised potentially interesting things. I'm not even going to say good or bad at this point. I did like kind of a salty goodness on the outside. But overall, I couldn't really tell you what that piece of chicken was about because there just wasn't quite enough of it. So I do think we need to go for that as research. Again, the cornbread, unsure. The collards are promising.
Oh, hello.
They gave a pretty good-sized portion of those in a little styrofoam cup, so they stayed hot and fresh and good. The flavor was complex and savory and had all sorts of stuff going for it. I want to say there was some butter or some such, fat in there, which would have normally added a richness, but I wouldn't go as far as to say rich. Just interesting and good depth. I didn't mind this as a, warm summer day thing out here. It didn't do me any harm. It wasn't too heavy or too rich for that. But I think a large side of these on like a cool fall day would be a thing to have. So, yeah, definitely some promise from Big Mama's.
Nice. I got the smoked turkey slider.
Did you, though?
Well, I ordered it.
Well, he did
You
get
did
it.
order it.
I did. I ordered it.
And then,
I unwrapped it. And on it
And to his horror,
disaster happened.
was a creamy
In a world.
sauce. Oh, no.
The creamy white sauce?
Yeah.
No.
I was thinking with the smoked turkey slider, I figured it was going to be like maybe some, turkey and cheese and whatnot. I was not anticipating the
Coleslaw.
The coleslaw sauce.
Coleslaw right on top.
And here's the thing
That's
is,
the way to do it.
probably like everybody besides me would prefer it that way.
Oh, man, do I.
So, Sam, would you review the sandwich that I bought?
So, Dave gave us some tickets
Yeah.
at Mama's.
Yeah.
Came, sat down, and saw me and said, you know what? This has coleslaw on it, and I can't deal with it. I said, you know who can deal with coleslaw?
Who can?
This guy right
You
here.
can.
So I had this turkey slider, and I'm going to say, for a tiny little sandwich, for a little slider thing,
Yeah.
I'm interested in more.
Oh.
I thought it was delicious. They make a good slaw. It was just, I'm going to say it's just a burger holder.
Sure.
There was nothing special about
Okay.
the bread.
All right.
But it was fine. It served its purpose. The turkey had a good flavor to it, so I'm really excited to see what full turkey tastes like, what some full slaw tastes like over there.
So it sounds like from our Big Mama's review was everybody is now really intrigued to go to the actual restaurant and try a full meal there.
That's exactly correct.
Okay. That's good stuff. All right. So I had some additional soul food that I did eat.
Okay.
Yes, it was from Quick Bites Soul Food.
Quick bites.
Yes, and
I
they
was curious about Quick Bites.
Yeah.
That menu looked interesting.
Yes. And so I was walking around and I'm like, where can I spend these last 4 tickets? And I'm like, oh, Quick Bite Soul Food. I've never eaten there. I'm like, they got red beans and rice. I'll get some red beans and rice. So
Who's not a sucker for red beans and rice?
I'm telling you. So I got some red beans and rice, and so I ordered it. I gave him my tickets, and I was like, oh, hey, yeah, and we're doing a podcast thing up in the, just kind of right over there because we're kind of close. And he goes, oh, well, here, have some extra stuff to try. So he gave me a thing of gumbo, and he gave me a thing of sausage and shrimp, and and a peach cobbler. So I gotta say,
how was that there, cobbler?
that was my favorite thing of all 4.
The highlight, baby.
Yeah, the peach cobbler was good, especially because that was I think probably the last thing I ate today, so it's kind of towards the end of my meal, and it was super tasty. So he's located down in Bellevue, and kind of curious to, I wouldn't mind at least browsing the menu or stopping by sometime or whatever to do a fact-finding thing on Quick Bites. I'd be kind of curious. So kind of cool. So two soul food places right next to each other. Got Big Mama's and Quick Bites. So that was good. Good stuff, man.
So you slid me over the sausage and what was
and
that?
The shrimp. The
Sausage and shrimp. Things I'm a fan of.
You like those things.
Here's the problem. It was the same thing that happened at Arcadian.
Yeah.
Just too much pepper.
Pepper bomb.
The pepper bomb did come
Yeah.
back. While I tasted my initial ingredients first, the sausage I had,
Yeah.
like that. Here's some pepper. It was like here's some salt, pepper.
It's like
Here's some pepper.
Yeah.
Like I would get like the hint of what I'm about to taste, and then the pepper would explode.
That's fair. That's
So
fair.
that kind of ruined my thing. I only took one bite of each type of meat, and I was like, that's enough.
Just a little too spicy for you.
Just not spicy. It's just the flavor profile is pepper, and no thank you.
Gotcha. So somebody out there might like it, but not for you.
Not for me.
I will tell you that I thought the peach cobbler was delicious.
It looked good. I'm kind of mad I didn't get to taste some of that peach cobbler because
So,
I do love some peach cobbler.
yeah, it was good. It was good.
Well, we're sitting in this this sort of wrap up area, thinking of all the things we.
Well, I got one other thing that I ate.
I've got. Okay, I'm going to let you throw that one out there, and I think I have done rice noodle Thai an injustice, so we're going to get to that momentarily.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
So I had
What else you got there, Samuel?
I had 8 tickets left.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what can I do with these 8 tickets? Well, I need a little dessert. So
Yeah.
right over there to our left,
To the lefterly regions.
you will see a little cookie shack.
Oh,
It's the Cookie Fix.
Did you go to Carson's
Cookie
Cookies?
Fix.
I love Carson's cookies.
So I went there, and you know what? The problem is I went in there with an expectation. I went in there with a measuring stick. I said, well, if you're going to hold a candle today, you better be better than Baked After Dark.
Oh, uh-oh.
Sorry. Baked After Dark is still king.
Oh, this is still your favorite
But
cookie.
here's the thing. They make a good cookie.
Yes, they do.
Carson's makes a good cookie. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. Don't get angry or anything. Carson's cookie is delicious.
They are good.
But not quite on the level that I'm looking for with Baked After Dark. Baked After Dark, there's a plateau and a hierarchy to these things, and the king is still king.
Well, and then, of course, you got our friends at Copper Finch, too. And
Well,
Copperfinch is top for me, without question.
Yep,
That's
there's-
fine.
there's
You
a
guys
good
have
things.
There's good things going at Copper Finch, but
Yes.
there's also good things going on at Baked After
I
Dark.
would agree with you, and I will tell you, because much like at Baked After Dark, I really like their monster cookie. That's my favorite thing to get, and you
Yeah.
like the Snickerdoodle, right?
Yeah, and that's what I got over at Carson's.
see,
It's a Snickerdoodle, and it was good.
Here's
it was
the
good.
here's the two things you get at Carson's that I really like. They have an oatmeal cookie. It's an oatmeal cookie without raisins. It's just oatmeal.
Oh, really?
And
That's
it's
interesting.
so good. And it's the only place I've ever seen it without raisins. And I like raisins, but this is just a special cookie.
different thing, yeah.
So I actually seek out that specific cookie from Carson's. The other thing that they have that's kind of fun is edible cookie dough. Now,
I saw that.
I would tell
I
you
was
that.
so curious about it.
Yeah.
Oh, I might have to
Oh yeah,
make a run for that.
I would tell you that any cookie dough is edible in my opinion, but they actually have like food safe cookie dough to eat over at Carson's. It's a chocolate chip cookie dough, and it's got like little bits of oatmeal in it, but they make it safe so you can just spoon as much as you want.
Wow.
Yeah, it's super fun. So they have some neat stuff there. So if you ever get a chance to stop over by there, it's kind of tasty. So those are two things I'd recommend: the edible cookie dough and the oatmeal cookie without raisins.
And see, the thing was, I was sciencing, so I had to go with Snickerdoodle versus Snickerdoodle and a duel to the death.
I gotcha.
And Baked After Dark
enter,
won,
no cookies leave.
but Carson's cookie gave it a good fight.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Well, good. I'm glad. Did you have anything else to eat today, Sam?
I had a shaved ice, but I mean it's shaved ice. It's
Yeah, you and I both had
it's,
shaved
It's
ice.
flavor and ice. What can you say about
Well,
it?
see, I did the pro move on the shaved ice, though.
What?
Well, you ask them to add cream to it.
Which is white and creamy, which makes no sense.
Then it's fat ice. Because it's got heavy cream on
Only Faturday Omaha
on
can make
ice.
vegetables
Fat
fat
ice.
and ice fat.
Well, avocado being the official vegetable of Faturday Omaha because it's
Yes,
fat.
we put guasakaka on top of our avocado.
We did. Oh, that's true. So it's all good. So I would have to say that was kind of a nice treat towards the end of the day.
So you put fat on your ice.
I did.
Outstanding.
Yes, it's true. But it's got vitamins and minerals and
Oh, well, that makes all the difference. That
it's-
makes that fat real healthy.
it's part of a healthy breakfast, maybe.
Is it?
Maybe
Isn't
I
like
don't know.
literally everything?
Yeah.
Like to have the healthy, quote unquote,
Parts.
balanced breakfast, you have to eat all the things ever.
Yes, that's true.
Everything.
That's true. All right, TJ, did you eat anything else? Because I only have one more thing to talk about today.
Yes, I have precisely one more as well, I believe, because when we went over rice noodle Thai, check me on this.
Yeah?
Did I talk about the shrimp egg rolls?
Nope.
Yeah, I missed those, which were the star of the show for me.
Oh.
Real thin wrapper, rolled over enough times that it was multi-layered, and it was, oh goodness, it was crisp on the outside and kind of moist and bready on the inside, which means
What's that make
was
it?
officially croist. That could have been the first croist of the day. I am so sorry to those of you who asked.
Oh, my.
Definitely a croist entree with the little shrimp tail sticking out, and it was a
It did.
heartier shrimp than most.
It was. I had a bite of this, and here's the thing. I'm not a big shrimp fan, but I ate the whole thing.
Yeah, not just a little bit of fishiness to it, but not much.
Yeah.
It was hearty, it was tasty, it was generally good, and it had a little bit of a almost like an orange roughy texture. Like you really felt like you were eating something, which is
rough orange.
the best kind.
Oh, okay.
Which is a heck of a thing to say for a single shrimp. You really feel like you're eating something with a single shrimp.
Yeah.
So, yeah, hats off to Rice Noodle Thai for that, and I'm actually kind of excited to try them as well one of these here
Oh,
days.
that's fun. Well, cool. Well, the last thing that I had was from Greenland Grocery, and it was called the Taste of Shawarma. Not the Taste of Omaha, not the
Taste of
shawarma. So, and the shawarma being a shaved, actually much like the La Fogata taco, but it was probably the neatest visually thing of the day. Had a nice, actually did have a white creamy sauce on it that I ate, but good chicken in there. On a little piece of flatbread or whatever, and so yeah, kind of a fun thing, and just a little guy because I was getting low on tickets and they fit the bill there. So yeah, definitely some intense flavors there. So woohoo on that. So gentlemen, I think that's all the stuff we ate today, isn't it?
Well, I'm going to say this to wrap up Taste of Omaha here at
Yes.
Faturday Omaha.
That's right.
There's a lot of things that I've had on my list for a minute, and they were here today, and I don't regret a moment of it.
I love
It's
it.
been a great thing today.
Yes.
I'd say
I'm a
this
happy
is-
boy.
Especially on a nice breezy sunny day like today.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely a nice way to get a few of those little things that you have been meaning to try for who knows how long, and
For sure.
definitely, dare I say it, get a little bit of a taste of Omaha. Just
Yeah.
a little bit of
Yeah.
all these different things that were
Full
on the
circle.
list.
Yes.
And at last, you get to try them in small, bite-sized pieces and get an idea of
Which
where
just
you
makes
might
me want
want to
more.
go and what you might want to do.
Yeah.
Yes. I would say my advice would be probably somewhere between, I don't know, what do you think, $30 to $40 would probably get you a decent lunch,
Well,
Saturday lunch as you move through.
today I spent $40.
You spent 40. I think I spent 35.
I gave them all the tickets, or I gave them all the monies and said, give me all the tickets.
Yes.
And all the monies was $40. And I feel happy. I got to taste a lot of things today. I got to taste it with good friends.
Yes.
I got to taste it outside on the riverfront in
Yeah.
a nice breeze, not in the hot sun. Thanks, Canopy.
Yes.
Today's been a good day.
I was going to add something to that summary, but that's just good for me, man.
Shout out to the Canopy.
Yes, you just said it real well. TJ, you got anything else you want to add to this podcast?
Again, I could do a summary, but I think I'd just basically be repeating Sam's. I dig it.
Cool. Well, so Taste of Omaha, we're bringing our first ever live recorded podcast to a close at Taste of Omaha
Yeah,
on the riverfront.
on the riverfront.
And I guess there's only one thing left to do.
I'm Sam.
I'm Dave,
I'm TJ.
and we
Eat
are
this.
Saturday Omaha. Thanks for eating with us.
Thanks for eating with us.
Saturday Omaha.
Eat this.